in traditional form like that. Plenty of space for the midfielders. And we're underway at Leederville Oval. Stanley in the ruck for the Cats. Sheed and the chance for Gaff, who's allowed to play in these JLT games. Andrew Gaff, even though he'll miss rounds 1 and 2 as part of his big 8-week suspension. So he's allowed to have a run this afternoon. And dropping back, that's a great mark. Jordan Clark. That's got the goods. And there's the thin frame of Petricelli. And the mark taken by Rioli. Just been accurate too, has Rioli. 28-14. It's only early in the season, of course. Sprays that across the face, and Darling in a stalemate with Harry Taylor. 6 WA boys in this Cats lineup. Harry Taylor, one of them. The players. Hamble probably wasn't on. Little push to the back is okay. O'Connor couldn't trap it. Ryan does. Heads to the top of the square. Darling.
At the start of the season, Jack Darling just in the most incredible form.
Well, that little fumble 1 minute from the end sent some scares through the camp,
didn't it? Make it interesting.
But in Geelong colours, but it didn't amount to anything. Barras. Marston. Trouble. Well, he's the best tackler in the team, and he's only playing his first game, Tom Atkins, but that's his forte. He is the tackle machine. You don't get out of his tackles. It's been a long time coming. He's a 23-year-old, but tackling's got him a game.
And this is, I think,
Radagalia,
the real big challenge for
NAB Rising Star, but according to last night, that one's already been run and won, the NAB Rising Star for this year.
I think they've paid out.
Sam Walsh. Radagalia across the face ever so slightly, scrapes in for a behind.
I think Isaac Rankin
gets himself a second touch. O'Connor feeds it back to Stanley for the Cats. Back to the goal square. Myers beaten to it by Marston, and that stronger body, but he's turned it over and kicked it straight to Guthrie. 16 games for Zach Guthrie. Normally playing as a defender. You can see the breeze pushed a little, but JLT goal to his name. He's a 25-year-old who's almost been around the planet playing footy. Radagalia, nice leap. Myers, well, he had it, lost it.
That was a look at that, Jane. When you have a look at us putting some pressure on inside your forward 50, that's a real good jump.
That's a
from the ball in into that congestion, which you will still see a bit of. Myers squeezes it through for a behind.
Jetta takes,
pumps it back. Oh, Colin Jasny, but there's a push out in the meantime, and it's against Harry Taylor.
Porticaz.
Yeah, well, he was caught up in the crunch. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, yeah, back of the head.
The big Nathan Vardy knee to the back of your melon isn't going to be the sort of thing that you want on the 1st of March. That's what this competition's about.
Yeah, he's a 23-year-old. He's playing off the rookie list, and that's crept in for a goal as well. Nice reward for Vardy.
That's almost a minute.
Yeah, that's right. But the mids can go down to not inside 50. Good mark.
Well, what you see there,
massive grab from Oscar Allen.
That's because they went back to 6-on-6, which meant it was 1-on-1 inside 50.
You're kicking into congestion, and that mark likely not taken.
So the means justify the ends.
Yeah. But there's a beautiful step from Francis Watson. He's shown that. Well, okay, we'll just hold that praise. Selwood, 40 out from a step, drills it. Shuey. Touch ball, it'll be, well, Colin Jasny keeps it alive. He could have let it roll. Little chip kick from Zach Guthrie, who kicked the goal earlier. Brander gave it up, around the body, hasn't squeezed it through Jared Cameron. To pick Stanley. Parfitt. Open space in the forward line. Well, here's Rowan's forte. He gets a chance to run at it. Tried to keep it in front. McGovern dropped it. Parfitt got it. Time, space, awareness, skill. Cats in front. Nice attack, good hands. Slick ball movement. Petricelli to the pocket. Oh, that's too high. Any higher, it would have missed him altogether.
Won by the Eagles at half back. There was a lot of room on the wing.
Allowing them to move.
Ryan starts it to the right. That is delightful. from the flick down. Dangerfield couldn't trap it. Radaglia does, and danger. Behind.
I think Jared Brander for West Coast used to throw him this first JLT game.
Again, Jeddah elects to kick from the square, which is a rather strange move given the allowance.
I wonder whether they're keeping their powder dry.
Don't give anything away.
Maybe.
Just yet. I like it.
Or they can't get their head around the fact that for so long they've been criticised and harassed.
Here we go, Shannon Hearn.
Withdrawal in general, 6 seconds left. Cats might be down to just 6 on the bench for that hop spot. Still a chance. You betcha, Flying Ryan on the siren. Duncan. There is Narkle, the man you spoke of, Gaz. The handball up just in time. And a good mark to Myers.
He's worked hard on this aspect of his game. Kicking into the wind, though, he may need to run out a little bit just for distance.
Pick 57 in 2017. And he nails it. Radaglia beaten for it by McGovern. Bomb to the pocket. Big mark from Clark. Wow.
There you go, Gary.
Both ends in the waffle.
He has, but I like him more as a forward, what we're seeing today.
Ryan, top of the square. Disciplined kick. Stewart. Constable. Started forward, and the Cats... Every Cat took off forward. And that left 3 West Coast players, although Shuey can't make Geelong pay full toll. So Mitch Duncan having a little rest.
Harry Taylor did have the tracksuit top on.
Okay. And another goal with the outside of the boot from Rioli.
Doing his bit.
There's Mark O'Connor is the player who's playing on Willie Rioli. Now, he's still learning the caper, but they'll look at that tape and say, listen.
And he's had a relative join him in Geelong to help him with the family.
Their hands to keep him. Joel goes short, hands it off and says, you kick it, Danger.
I think Joel first, yes. Yeah, I think Joel first. I think Danger still should be that #1 midfielder for the Cats, as long as he can.
Especially when he kicks like that.
Yes.
And just to clarify, Tim Kelly.
You've got Dangerfield playing as almost as a full forward, Radaglia, Gary Rowan. So it's been talked about throughout the call, but a really dynamic and dangerous forward line. So there's a bit of push and shove off the ball, but
Joel Selwood, and then Darling says, I've had enough, and just buries him.
Well, yeah, I was going to mention it was the Max Gould coming out at game a couple of years later, but we digress. This is always dangerous down here, this West Coast Eagle forward line. Every time, boy, that gets marked by Darling or it hits the ground.
Brander. So he can do something with it. The pocket. Big spoil, and Clark kept his feet, and look at the jets from Clark. Ryan hands it up. Open forward line. Marston looks up. Options are plenty. Who did he want? Rioli. Is it out wide? A little toe poke pass. Massaged to Flying Ryan. And he kicks a lovely behind. Sheed side a couple of dummies to Redden. Smother. Blitzarves. Read his mind. Caught. Gone.
Not as many scores in this quarter, but still just plenty of action. Game's on continually.
Okay, Oscar Allen's turn here. As the boys told you, he's played forward, he's played back. But we expect more forward in 2019. And he's pretty happy with that. Plenty of it. Henry off and running, the athlete. Pumps it wide to Radaglia. Got up. Almost Narkle with the crumb. Rowan outside of the boot. Across the face, and Hutchings. So more senior players will be making the calls as to what does transpire. Stewart gets the speed, gets the kick, gets it long, needs a bounce, didn't get it. Two-time VFL best and fairest player. So slick hands.
There he is.
Yeah, and gets the kick to the goal square. Radaglia nearly stole that.
Changed mid-ball drop.
It did. Got it to Narkle, who got it to Clark, who got it to Radaglia.
That's a really good
throughout the year.
Asava Radaglia broke his leg at the ankle round 10 last year. He was just starting to put together a pretty good season. And he's missed that to the near side. Tidy but maybe effective tackle. Ball out, bounced it. Bit a couple. He's got some great speed, Petrocelli, and he's off and running.
Go all the way.
That's his forte. Doesn't finish. Well, he might.
I think he's ahead of the game.
He is. Oscar Allen. Almost Shepherd. Toe poked away from him by O'Connor. Jetta. Little pat on. Little too strong. Radicalier. Couldn't quite hit the outside of the boot as he would have liked. Cut off the kick in. He puts it back to the hot spot. And he's had a good game, Parfitt. Plenty of midfield possessions and a goal now. Got under that a little, but the wind's going to play with it. And it didn't bring it around enough.
With Lysette going, Hickey's got a gilt-edged opportunity to, well, to grab a hold of a spot in the reigning premiers.
His wrist.
Oh, it's his elbow hit his head. And look, he does. A tough boy. He's up.
Oh, that's flush.
It's not what you want from your two recruits.
No, it isn't.
Oh, nice.
Nice work from Brander.
Yeah, really nice.
Cole. Parfitt stole it back again. Throw.
Advantage.
Is he allowed to play on? He is. Plenty of time to size it up and kicks it. Cats are on the way back. If you're still finding your way, as long as you're making the effort.
Official warning, though.
Yep. Duncan spears his way inside 50 and levels the scores.
Got a thrill area.
JLT pre-season series for 2019. Seeing another one unfold here as kick around the body from Narkle is a goal that puts the Cats in front.
That Narkle's got that goal sense. So good signs. Good signs.
Dangerfield was in the ruck then as well. Well for the
Average that follows the bounce continues to have the space before there's any congestion, and there's the clearance. It allows the clearance to possession. Dangerfield, Guthrie runs inside 50 and misses.
I know you couldn't.
West Coast getting numbers back, so there's not as much space now. Heads wide. Parfitt got there way late again.
Well, now you got to realise if you're a
good commitment. Up, needs to pick a target out. Well, he was off injured a while ago. Liam Ryan is back on, and he threads it to Cameron.
now, so defensively they were just compressing and then just got caught on the rebound.
The 18-year-old Jared Cameron, their pick 39 in last year's draft, the brother of, looks like he's got the goods. Cut off by Sheed. Made amends for his kick. Flicks it over the top. Cameron again. Outside of the boot. Darling.
That was brilliant from Dom Sheed, that handball.
This to put the Eagles back in front on the three-quarter time siren. Cats getting numbers back for this ball up. It'll flick down. Sheed had some space. Weaves some magic.
To foot how quick that Dom Sheed is here just to get that step.
even more important. Delay that first tackle.
And there's that space for the clearance again. Straight down the spine. Darling.
No, there's your poster. That's the key forward.
To extend the lead. And again, it's only early, short sample size, but
Around what's to come.
another clearance. Sheed part of it. Clark just over his head. Couldn't lay the tackle. Opens up again. Petra. Chilling. We took the step. Now he just pumps it, and there was no one home. And Stewart sees a wobble through for a behind.
Here and give him opportunity across half back.
Menegola towards Parfitt. Pulled in by one hand by Hearn. Gaff. Dalhouse got a touch on it. Dangerfield, stand start. Didn't want to have a crack. Dalhouse, he does. Doesn't thread it. Collect. Dalhouse on the backward step. Tough kick. And almost, but not quite, Narkle. Did the hard work, Myers. Gaff beat him to it. And Hearn content to see it through. Good attack from players from both teams. Yo, Dangerfield, ridden a little, fumbled a little. Marston, he wants it. Doesn't care if he gets a bruise. Danger jumped on. Duggan Little overzealous after the bad kick. Ian Patrick Dangerfield, only player in the competition to be in champion data's top 10 6 years in a row. And he launches that goalward and keeps the Cats in it like the superstar he is. Constable, Kelly, Cats are on the way back. Pumps it to the goal square. He poured his kick late, and Rowan. 2-on-1, or as you mentioned, 7-on-6 or 8-on-6 as it might be.
It's taken over.
Brander wide to Hutchings. Scooped it up, Shepherd. And nice delivery to Liam Ryan. See what he can do with this from the pocket. Gives us some air. Breeze doesn't take it as much as he thought it would. Scrapes it in for a behind. But he's protecting as a bit of a worry. Belly of the ball hits a high floater. Goal square. Oscar Allen crumbs it, goals it. And they're the signs you want to see in a pre-season comp from a young gun. Three of the all-time greats with us for the commentary this afternoon. Venables on the move. Got plenty on that. Breeze carries it. Darling.
And how many times in the past, as commentators, and we are prone to whinge, football half.
And Darling slots it. But you can only go on the evidence. Middle Atkins again gets a touch. Dangerfield playing out of full forward at the moment. Rowan, nice sidestep. Saw Stanley. Goes inside. Rowan. Missed it. He's had a big afternoon at work. Early leap. Venables gets his own crumb. Landed like a cat. And missed it. Couldn't finish it all off.
Hoping for Eagle supporters.
Turnover in the middle of the ground. Shepherd takes it. Venables. Sheed. He poured his kick, and Darling takes off and rolls it home for a little bit of icing on the cake. So the reigning premiers start 2019 with a win in their opening pre-season game. This JLT round 1